Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to let them a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now
and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Darren Lee picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction, and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster.
Complete.
Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
First down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Saints nothing.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Complete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
It's 3rd down and 3 yards.
back to throw. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Back to throw here. And this is incomplete.
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Just the first quarter of a tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let him know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Perry, the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Sanders for the extra point.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
36-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we're talking about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And down inside the 10 at the 9. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Jacobs. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Josh Jacobs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
Josh Lambo lining up.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 59 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On the counter, it's Edwards. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 23. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. They'll run here with Edwards. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Makes the score Colts 7.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
That's our own 27-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
And the Saints first down.
They run the counter. It's Jacobs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Intercepted by the Saints. They'll take over.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
No gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's a 2nd and 7. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Saints 7.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A full 40 yards that time on third down as the chains move with a lot of room to spare.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 12-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Airing one out for Crowder. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. That'll bring up second down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
At the 41-yard line.
On first down, it's Johnson. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards on the pickup.
They go to Johnson again. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Demario Davis there on the stop. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Again, it's Johnson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They run the counter. Edwards. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
24-yard line.
The Saints coming out now to take the field, and they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone, costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the